Good morning and welcome. And today we are at Tarnow's on a Thumbs Up Photography Facebook group meetup. So we come, actually I've been here for 2 days, or in the area for 2 days, and the conditions have not changed one little bit. Grey skies, flat, absolutely still. So reflections are one thing, order of the day, and I think after going to Ownfell and places like that yesterday, trying for a bit of woodland, etc., etc. I think today I'm going to try and get some, maybe a little bit more intimate, and try and do some reflections as well if things change, if we get a little bit of light. I suppose we've got to try and make the most of the reflections because of how still this water is. It's just stunningly, it's glass. It literally is glass. But I'm gonna having a chat with the guys. There's about 12 of us, maybe a few more. Some of us stopped in campers, some I met this morning, blah blah blah. Yeah, having a chat with them first. Not actually got my camera out yet. There's no rush. Nothing's changing. I think if the weather was different, I might have gone up to the top of the hill there and got some shots first thing, and then come down. But we've got no change. We've got no change here, so I'm not in no rush. And to be honest with you, I'm going to use that to my advantage and just take my time. So what my intentions is actually just go probably all the way around the lake and try and get to the lake's edge. And I my focus is, my primary goal is actually to get some intimate shots. Not got one yet, but what I have found is this lovely old fence that's running. I've got it just running in from the bottom left-hand corner towards the lake, trying to cut the sky out. We've got a nice tree behind that, gnarly old tree, and then some nice reflections of just the lake. But it's not really the lake that's interesting, it's just this fence. Well, I think what I'm going to do, because I've got Colin with me, just behind me here, when he's took his shot, I'm going to just move closer to the fence if I can. Might be a bit boggy, so I might not be able to, and then try and get the fence pointing more at an angle towards the lake itself. But it really is all about the fence and these lovely highlighted grasses in front of it. Okay, like I say, I'm meandering around the edge of the lake, or the tarn, I should say. And while I've come to here, I am going to embrace the reflection, and I'm just going to catch me or grab some reflection shots. There's a couple of nice little things there that are just quite interesting to me. So I will grab them and I will put them up. Let me know what you think. One of them is actually this. There's a little area here. What's nice about it is you've got these lovely silver birch reflecting. You've got this evergreen on the left and evergreen on the right, just framing the image. But because we've got the reflections as well, it's a complete frame. It does look really nice. I've got to grab that, and then there's a couple more. I'll grab them and then we'll carry on moving. We might get a detail shot soon. Who knows? Who knows? So let's try. So we're down on the edge. We'll grab the shot. So this first image, I wasn't quite as pleased as what I thought I would be when I processed it. The second one, however, I do really like the colours, and I love the reflection on its own. So what I did was I cropped the image, turned it upside down and made it into more of a ICM looking type shot, but it's just the colours and the textures that I really like. Let me know what you think. So I've had a break just to stop and just take it in. It is so peaceful and quiet. It's beautiful. And I've come away from the lake now. The path rises up round the back, and then I'm hoping to try and get closer to it at some point and see what I can find. The good thing from here is the point of view we're at now, there's still potential for some long lens shots, maybe. Not seeing anything at the moment, but they might expose themselves as we go round, but we'll see. So I'll carry on up here, and I'm literally looking everywhere and trying to be a bit more creative with the image, or creative, get those juices flowing, them creative juices flowing. But who knows what we find, who knows. What would be interesting is, what would you do in this situation as a photographer where it's flat? We haven't got the fog that was predicted. We've travelled 3.5 hours, spent 2 days here, and we want to get a shot. Would you focus on reflections? Would you reflect on reflections? Would you try and get some more intimate? It'd be nice to know your thoughts. I've just seen a massive buzzard. Would you go for wildlife? And he's flying in the tree where I'm heading to. I'm just wondering whether I can catch him if he moves. I've just seen the tree he's flew into. Are you opportunist? Bit like me, I'm trying to keep my mind open to everything. Would you go detail, macro, fine art, anything like that? What would you do? Be interesting to know, actually. Right, where's this bloody buzzard? You can probably see I've managed to get down to the water's edge. Maybe it was a welly day, but I have spotted one composition that I quite like, so I'm actually capturing that now. And there's just one leaf that's floating above this bit of grasses that are underneath the water there. So polarizer on, the one leaf on the top left hand corner, and now the plant spreads out under the water there, just filling that the rest of the image in basically, and it pulls into the right hand bottom corner. Polarizer on, I will probably darken it down a bit, bring the leaf out a little bit. First shot, and again maybe 4x3 or even a square crop, depending on the shape of the plant underneath, how that works. But it's quite nice, and I love it down this little bit. I am in the marshland, and my feet have been in the water. They may be just wet a tad, but it may be worth it. What I am going to do, why I've made the effort to come down to this little bit, is see if I can find one or two more compositions. These grasses here look phenomenal. I say that all the time, but they do look great. It's a lovely little area. What's good about this, I'm pretty much getting no sky in this little area. Whether I get compositions is another thing, but I just like the area. It's very appealing. It's almost like a little pond area that I'm looking at now, even though I'm right over the other side of the lake. And it's probably an area as well where most people wouldn't even bother. And that's another thing that appeals to me, because I could potentially get something totally different. Okay, let me know what you think of that first intimate shot in the bag. So we're literally coming to the end of the walk. I think I have managed to get my more detailed shot that was initially after. Just forgot to blog it, to be honest. So let me know what you think. Thanks for coming with me on this journey, and I shall catch you soon.